Welcome back to Margaritas and Paradise. Have you ever heard, I didn't come here for peace and quiet? I can remember back when I retired from the military and I took a trip around the world and I ended up in Thailand. I can remember thinking to myself that I can sleep when I get home. And that's what a lot of people do. They don't come here for the peace and quiet, that's for sure. Thailand's known for its nightlife, and especially tourist areas like Pattaya, for instance, in Bangkok, Phuket. The nightlife is amazing here. It's absolutely amazing. But we're going to get into more of that later. And I started coming to Thailand about 18 years ago. I fell in love with Thailand. I absolutely did. I fell in love with everything about Thailand in general. I love the adventure, exploring. Back then I was scuba diving a lot. And I just absolutely had a great time. I fell in love with the nightlife. I became addicted to Thailand. And a lot of it had to do with the ladies. Pattaya is known for that type of entertainment. When you arrive here, so many people just go full tilt. They come running and they don't stop until they're on their way home. People show up and what we consider to be a 2-week millionaire or 1-month millionaire, that type of thing, and they come in here spending all kinds of money. They're peeling off the bills, okay? They're writing money everywhere. And you can expect 24-hour entertainment in Pattaya. There's no doubt about that. But the real times really get going later on. There's daytime bars and there's daytime go-go's that you can go to. And there's massage parlors and things like that. And when the sun sets, if you're not at a beachside resort or bar or club, you're not in the right place, all right? But about 8 o'clock, that's when your big clubs start coming to life. You go down to Walking Street, all the lights are on and everything. And that's the place to be. The later you go in the night, the busier it gets, all right? And you have these massive clubs, these discos. And they're not only Thai oriented. You have clubs that are directed towards the Russians, and you have clubs that are directed towards the Indian population that's here, and tourism, obviously. And it's everything from discos to shows, whether it's cabaret type of shows, the ladyboy shows. They have actually sex shows. And then if you're into massages or even the soapies are massive. It's been so long that I haven't been in a soapy in a long time. You should see them from outside. It's just unbelievable what they look like. Pretty impressive. There's no doubt about it. Definitely have to check them out. Now, a lot of these clubs are open until 4 a.m., okay? But discos, that's another one in itself. And some of the more famous ones like 808, Insomnia, iBar, there's other ones out there. But anyway, I would suggest even showing up until midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, because I don't think there's too many people there until at least that time. And whereas, let's say, go-go's and the bars and that type of stuff, I think they're allowed to stay open until 4 a.m. The discos, they end up staying open until 6 a.m. Okay. I have so many friends, I'll tell you what, I have so many friends that don't even think about going to sleep every morning until 7 a.m. plus, and then they sleep all day. That's not me. That's not me. But anyway, that's the type of nightlife that is available here. So if you came here for peace and quiet, and you can do that, and I'll talk about that more later on. But if you didn't come here for peace and quiet, this is the right place for you. You need to stay right in the middle of that action, and don't worry about having a good night's sleep because you're going to be sleeping during the day. I guarantee it. Now, don't waste your time by sleeping your days away. You're on holiday, all right? Enjoy yourself. You know, days are meant for adventure and exploring, and nighttime they're meant for partying. They're meant for socializing with your friends, going out and meeting new people. They're meant to have a good time. All right, and you can do that in Pattaya. You can do that in Bangkok, Phuket, Koh Samui, all over the place. And I'm just talking about these main tourist areas, but there's all kinds of other tourist areas, like all the different islands. You can go island hopping. Real close to here is Koh Larn, but you can go down to Koh Chang, Koh Samut, Koh Samet, Koh Cook. They're all great islands, and they all have their different charm. There's full moon parties. I've been to two full moon parties. They were unbelievable. I wish I would have brought my metal detector. And you're thinking about age. It's not exclusively a bunch of young people out there. There's guys my age out there partying hard. For me, just because I've been here for so long, and I've done that, I've been there, I bought the t-shirt, all right? Believe me, I bought a bunch of t-shirts. But it's still very fun. I have nothing but fond memories of that portion of my life, and that's the reason why I'm telling you about it. There's festivals, okay, all over Thailand. I mean, you can really explore Thailand, and the time to come to Thailand is obviously during the full moon time of the month. Check out the Thailand calendar in the tourism department or wherever. Search the internet. Find out when the events are going on. They have an elephant festival up in Surin, for instance. There's a hot air balloon festival in Thailand. There's a lantern festival where the floating lanterns, they put millions of them up in the sky. I don't know about millions, but they put a lot of them up in the air. There's all kinds of festivals. Definitely check them out. There's no doubt about it. When you come to Thailand, you have to come here to have a good time. And there's no doubt you're going to have a good time. Now, if you haven't given me a thumbs up, definitely give me that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Now, something else to think about when you're in Thailand. Thailand is famous for its fantastic restaurants. Everything from Thai food, which is going to be really cheap and very reasonable, and you can find it at all levels, street food all the way up through the big fancy restaurants and everything. There's international flair as far as restaurants are concerned. World famous chefs come here to cook in Thailand, open restaurants. You can find everything from Subway sandwiches to McDonald's to KFC to Pizza Hut, and then you can get into the really fancy high-end establishments, and we have it all, especially in Pattaya. I mean, I'm sure Bangkok has their fair share. I'm sure they have more than Pattaya even. But Thailand in general, you can find, you're not going to be limited on what you're going to eat in Thailand. Your only limits are going to be you. All right. And it's the same thing with drinking or whatever you're into, because you can do everything in Thailand. And that's something to be careful about as well. Don't overdo it. You know what I mean? Take responsibility for yourself and just have a ball while you're here. So people come to Thailand for all kinds of reasons. People come here for romance or to find partners or just to have a good time, kind of the one night stand type thing. And that's very doable. The thing is not only do you come here looking for that, there's people here that are looking for you. Okay. So you have to be so careful. Don't get caught up in scams. If you're here, for the short time, the holiday, and you're planning on leaving in 2 weeks and you're planning on going home alone, kind of keep that in mind, because there's lots of people that are here that want to grab you as soon as you arrive at the airport. Have an open mind, stay on target, okay, know what your plans are, and don't get sucked into something that you never wanted in the first place. Just take advantage of what's available here in Thailand, all right? But just don't get in any trouble. Don't get in trouble emotionally, physically. Have fun while you're here. Right. Can you have peace and quiet when you arrive in Thailand? Absolutely. That's my life, peace and quiet, to a certain extent. Now, you arrive here, there's all kinds of fantastic accommodations, resorts that sit right on the ocean. There's places here in Thailand that you arrive at the resort and you never need to leave the property. Okay. They have everything that you need. They have a sea view villa, just a great pool. They have all the amenities, such as great room service and people that are there to take care of you. Okay. You have massage on site. You have just great bars, great food, a variety of food. All right. And access to the beach right in front of you, probably a manicured beach. Everything is available right there. You don't have to do nothing. All right. But on the other hand, you can go out and you can enjoy the fire shows and things like that at night. I always used to consider myself kind of a laid back, and I still am, definitely a laid back type of guy, beach hippie. Yeah, to a certain extent, I probably still am. And so if you want peace and quiet, you want to go to your room and not hear a bar and its live band playing all night, things like that. You want to sit by the pool during the day and read a book. That's all doable in Thailand. There's no doubt about it. And you don't have to be in Pattaya to do that. You can do it in Bangkok. You can go up into the village. I was just in Buri Ram at Bangrat. Okay. I was at just a fantastic small resort. It was comfortable. I had a really great time, and it was relaxing. There's no doubt about it. I was able to put out videos. I was really enjoying myself. So peace and quiet is doable. Okay. Most people don't come here to sleep. Okay. But there are people that do come here for the peace and quiet. And that's easy to find as well. So definitely, if you're looking for that, there's resorts all over the place. There's temples to go and pray and reflect on what you're doing. Maybe you need a reset in your life, and a reset is very doable in Thailand. I met up with a fellow subscriber named Hazza, and had a good time. Ended up meeting him for dinner. And all right, welcome back to Margaritas in Paradise. We're out and about over on Soy Diana right now, headed down to Soy Bacow. I have a new friend here, Hazza, and he's a YouTube subscriber, and he came out. We ended up having dinner together, and now we're going to hit a few bars. So there he goes. All right.
Oman, GCC.
I did have a good time with him, and ended up going to a couple bars with him as well. He's a great guy. So If you see me on the streets, definitely say hi. Send me a message if you're going to be in town. Maybe we can join up if we both have some free time. And other than that, we'll see you in the next video. All right. Bye-bye.